Alright, what's going on YouTube? Back at you in a video. You already know we gotta keep the daily upload streak alive. So, I wanna talk about in this video how important it is to just have higher standards. And the reason I'm so grateful and blessed that I started out on this self-improvement journey, because every day things will happen to me and I realize more and more, before money, before clout, value, all that stuff, chicks, you have to master yourself. And you do that by being consistent and authentic person. Because I have someone, well, no, I don't interact with them anymore. But ultimately, a lot of people, they're actually fake as shit. You're gonna recognize, right? But what this lean journey is gonna teach you is it's gonna make you very authentic in all aspects, because you can't lie. You also can't do it from ego. You're not gonna last. If you want to get lean just for chicks, you're not gonna last. You are not going to last. Because now, people that are lean, it makes me respect them so much more, because now you're going through it, but you see, wow, they pushed this to the extreme. It's their daily standard, their basis. Because you have a lot of people, all they care about is money. They lose to lust daily, gluttony daily. They're gonna order goofy shit. And they think because they're making money, oh, it's fine. Like that's better. That shit makes no sense. It's so backwards. And if you're like that, I really want you to heed and listen to these words, because ultimately, it doesn't matter how much money you have if you neglect your health. But above that too, also your standards. See, this is why it's important you be consistent. You stay authentic. Like someone that's an asshole innately, I actually respect that a lot more than someone that's gonna flip flop, back and forth. Because someone I used to know was kind of like that. It's like, and it's so crazy. It'll get to the point. Let me tell you something. When your standards start to get raised, certain people, they're not gonna be able to look you in the eye, because all the things you're saying you actually do, and they can't. So they quite literally can't look at you, because your very existence, it makes all their excuses, like they can't justify excuses when they're around you, which is why your self is going to get smaller. A lot of these things you're going to start to pick up on once your standards get higher. But I realize now the key to having higher standards is, first, it's really mastering gluttony. That spiritual battle is very important, because now you're going to attack gluttony. That's going to also help you with your lust too. That's just very real. I'm telling you guys, you're going to go through a lot of things on this journey. People that you thought were day ones, you're not going to interact anymore. You're going to outgrow those people. But what you learn through all the changes doesn't matter what you go through. You always have your standards. You always have your negotiables. You're gonna be okay. A lot of you think someone has money and you think they're perfect. It doesn't matter how much chicks they have, how many cars they have. None of that stuff innately really matters. If every day you lose the battle of gluttony and lust, it really doesn't matter. I don't know why we're so cooked to the point where we will sacrifice all these things just to get the bag. If you abandon your day one, sacrifice principles, what is the point? If you got the money, if you did those things, you quite literally sold your soul. A lot of you don't understand how serious that shit. That's why you gotta be consistent. You're going to be consistent by seeking out being lean, the best version of yourself, self-improvement. This is gonna force you to be very, very authentic. Because for me, I can't do it anymore. And I'm glad I went through I had to depart from certain people, because you don't want to lower your standards for anyone. That's what this journey is gonna teach you. And what a lot of you don't understand is, when you interact with someone, you are subconsciously saying, like, this is okay, like this person's standards are mine. Subconsciously, it might not be in all aspects, but a part of you is doing that. So if that person doesn't inspire, doesn't motivate you, why are you hanging out with them? Is it because you're alone? You can't sit in the silence, you can't sit in the boredom? Those are things you have to start asking yourself. Because for me, I'm like, I didn't lose anything. At the end of the day, especially some dudes, let me tell you guys, some people are literal bitches. It's crazy. We're talking about grown people, testosterone, DHT, and they're gonna act more bitch-like than some females I know. It's really crazy. I'm telling you from personal experience. Heed these words. I'm telling you, some dudes, real bitches. I'm telling you. on everything. And the crazy thing is, you just don't think these things are gonna happen to you, but when they do, you're like, okay, it makes sense because this is a sign the journey is working. Like you have to go through these things. You have to go through these things. The circle has to get smaller. These canned events, they have to occur because now it makes me just like the peace from the routine and the boredom. I love it. I'm not sacrificing this for shit. I don't care. I'm not. I refuse to give it up now because I know you get in a relationship. Okay, now I gotta appease to someone else. That's why I work in sales. These people are always like, oh, I gotta talk to my wife, my partner. I don't wanna ever do that fucking goofy shit. Fuck that. Like I have to get permission from someone else. Put someone else's piece of my mind. No, I'm never. I'm never doing that shit again. No, I refuse because I don't want to be. That's the most. You have to be authentic. You gotta be consistent. That is ultimate. That's a really important trait. But see, that's what delayed gratification is. Regardless of how you feel, you're going to do the same correct inputs that you know you should be doing. Because what I'm also not gonna do is I'm never gonna tolerate disrespect, especially from people that are younger than me. Absolutely not. Never, never again. Because it's just like, wow, you'll go all your way, you'll do certain things for people, and then it's not even backstab because now I just all you can feel is pity. There's no hatred because for someone to do certain things, if that chick fucked you over, if that dude, your friend, ultimately they're so spiritually gone. That's the thing too. I wish I give you guys a context, but I can't. But I just know like that person is so cooked, they're so destroyed by lust that nothing can save them. So all you can feel is pity. You can't bear hatred because it's just sadness, pity, knowing that that person's quietly lost to lust and they're actually so beyond saving. It's not like My Hero or like you should Rocky said like, no, not savable, and that's okay because you just keep pushing. Ultimately, you gotta focus on you, do what you gotta do, and keep it pushing. Ultimately, because only you. That's the thing. No one's gonna save you. You gotta save yourself. But I'm telling you guys all this to say, take care of your health, seek out the lean journey, hit the gym, because these are gonna make sure you stay consistent. And it's not even about being a good or bad. It's just being aligned with the things you want. Because a lot of people think you have to sell your soul. You have to basically go through spiritual misalignment to get money or be like, no, it makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. If you seek your purpose first, inspire and motivate other people, everything will work out. It might not seem that way now, but that's what it's about. So what I want you guys to take from this is if someone fucked you over or backstabbed you, the goal for you shouldn't be to get back at them. No, just you're gonna kill them with success. Get so much motion, do all the right things, inspire so much people, and to a point where there'll be an afterthought where they're like, damn, there's no way I used to know that person. I was that person's like day one. That's how I think of it now. And shout out to Steph is cold too because we just have to become colder, where you won't go through no shit like that again. It will have so much leverage that those situations you won't be a part of. We have to become colder. You gotta be on that David Goggins shit too. You have to stay hard. Keep pushing up, keep doing these uncomfortable things. But I understand now. This, at least for me, it might be because I know ultimately someone that's very lean, as a consequence, they're going to get the bag. See, I understand that intuitively now. That's why I know the most important thing for me is keeping the commitments to myself that are going to allow me to get lean. Because once I do that, I know money will come. Because this is something soul food people can do. And that's what you guys don't get. A lot of people, and this is how some people have low standards. They have abs, so they think they're lean. That's not what this shit's about. It's really not. It's really mastery and gluttony ultimately. That's how I understand the journey now, which is why for me it hasn't been difficult. We're down 4 inches, down 11 pounds in 2 months, and that's me not having one cheat meal, not going over because I've really decided no more. I don't want gluttony to control me anymore, and that's making lust also easy to tame. That's why we're on like a 170, I think 3 days. But when you understand all this shit correlates, you have to keep doing it. Okay, I've arrived at these answers from seeking out getting leaner, so I'm gonna keep doing that. And when I get to 10%, okay, we're gonna push for 8, and then we'll maintain 8 or whatever. But I'm telling you guys, you have to I recognize more than ever, and that's the thing too. This world is it's gonna pull you in so much directions. That's why you have to have these systems, because that's what delayed gratification is about. Regardless of how you feel, you're still gonna show up. You get fucked over, you get fired from your job, you're still gonna work out. And this is let me tell you, some people they have such high standards. It's actually inspiring. There's someone in my community. He had a friend pass away, and this nigga still. It is. I'm telling you. I'm so blessed because, and this is why I recommend like post, record, because if you can inspire one person, how these people in my community inspired me, I'm telling you that, because that made me realize that I want to do this for people too, because to know that someone they lost a loved one and they're still gonna work out, because that person understands that I made a commitment. I don't miss workouts. It doesn't matter what happens. But the thing is, most people, that's a very valid excuse. Don't get me wrong. But I know that person understands. Like, I made a commitment. I need to honor it. Like, it's life or death, you know? Because ultimately, death, that's a normal part of life. But that was like, damn, you know? But when you're around people like that, you just naturally, you're going to get to that point too. I'll guys give you another example. Like today, it's kind of raining, so I'm thinking, damn, I won't be able to get my steps in. But I'm like, wait a second, hang on. I don't care if it's fucking snowing. I gotta get these steps in. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna get sick. I eat so healthy. I know I'm not gonna get sick. So fuck it. I put my jacket on. I start walking. It start raining, but I was prepared for it, you know. And I still got my steps in. I still have my step go today, like any other day. But I'm telling you, when you're around such locked in people, all you gotta do is do the same things they're doing. But the thing is, I know the way I'm eating now. I know very few people can do this, but I know it's easy for me. This is my advantage, and this is what I'm abused. Because ultimately, nutrition is the most important thing. You want that to be your specialty, because if the nutrition is dialed, trust me, your gym sessions will be dialed in too, because you're getting adequate sleep and doing all these things. But it's just my standards are so high now. It's like, wow, I will actually never. It's never. I will never go backward. I don't care. I don't care if I got to get 2 hours of sleep. But obviously that won't happen because I actually prioritize sleep so heavy now. But it doesn't matter what happens. I gotta hit the step goal because I made that commitment. But that's why I'm not saying you have to start this journey, because hitting the gym, getting your step goal, hitting your protein goal, all these things seem so basic, but it's going to get you so much confidence in yourself. I'm telling you, when you do these things. Because for me, it's like, no nigga can tell me I'm not, because I'm really about this shit. No one can say it, because I know you can't do this. If you're like, oh, it's not that deep, I know you don't do this. You're never gonna get it. I don't want to be like you, so what you say is irrelevant. Or but you have money, but you're like, no, like those niggas are still viewing the world. They're not recognizing there's more important things in the bag. The bag will come. You're not gonna be lean and broke. I don't know anyone lean and broke, so it's like, you know, like you're gonna be okay. But the best advice I got, you know, I'll be an example of this too, you know, because I know things are gonna start changing. Cause that's still in my mind. Like, okay, you have the mindset shift now and start doing these things. It's gotta manifest in reality at a certain point. But if you're going through shit, someone fucked you over, just get lean. Get lean, put on muscle, take your health really seriously, prioritize your sleep. It's really basic stuff. But again, guys, no one is doing it. No one is doing it. No one is doing it. I'm telling you, and people are gonna LARP this so much. They're not about it. I had an old friend fucking ordering dynamites, trying to get me to order dynamites too. And in hindsight, I'm like, that's so disrespectful. You know someone's locked in and you're offering them fucking goofy ass foods. Like, what the fuck? Like, you don't want to be around people like that anymore at a certain point. Like, someone offers you that, I'm genuinely gonna be like offended. Like, what the fuck? Like, why would you offer me gun? Like, what the like? Why? Jeez, I almost went to a rant over that. But yeah, guys, stay locked in. Really have, and this is something I'm actually doing. We're gonna experiment for. I'm actually gonna do it tomorrow, but I'm actually on your notes. I just want you to write down something you're gonna do every day without fail. You guys know for me, it's the hitting the gym, we're taking steps, you know, tracking everything, hitting the protein goal, base. Just write that down, and every time you do it for the day, just tick it off. I'm gonna see how that. I think it's really important just to see your non-negotiables, and then when you can consistently do that for months, you know, that's gonna have hella changes. But yeah, if you made it this far into the video, let's see. Question of the day is, comment, what's the most important identity shift you had, you know, that's made, you know, the kind of the fitness journey a lot easier for you. And of course, like, comment, and subscribe, and keep uploading these videos for you guys. Because if it gets one person, if you listen to this whole video, please start the journey. Please, I'm begging you, because all the issues you have, I'm telling you. When you take this journey seriously, you're gonna find all the solutions as a consequence of your standards being so high. I'm telling you. Don't worry if you're alone, you're not getting chicks. All that shit's gonna come. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And this channel will serve as documentation of that too. That's why I make these videos. But yeah, guys, stay blessed, stay locked in. Don't forget your daily non-negotiables. Let's get it.